Watching Two Wheels, and it's time for the much anticipated KTM Rally Raid, where men are men and women dance backwards. Vaughan Swanepoel is our roving reporter on the ground, going to take part in this event.
We're at base camp for the KTM Rally Raid 2007. Eastern Cape, just outside Berkeley East, southern hills of the Drakensberg. The Lesotho border is just over my left shoulder. Over my right shoulder, 250 orange KTM tents, two-man tents. I've never seen so many KTMs in one spot at one time. Butch Hirsch himself reiterated that point, other than at Dakar, etc. This is one of the first events like this in the world. Giovanni Salo is here, Rian van Niekerk is here, there's a whole lot of big names, Alfie Cox. We're all doing the same thing. We've come to ride bikes. Stay with us, we've got some really good footage, really good riding, and awesome scenery. KTM have a full service area with mechanics and gazebos present, and the man at the helm of KTM's effort in South Africa, Butch Hirsch.
Yeah, we just wanted to let the customers know that we're not just a small company, and we bashed heads with the Red Cherry guys, and we then came up with this raid concept, and it's been really awesome. You know, we've had the 990s now, 950s only for 5 years, and it's steadily been growing, and it's been a hard job converting the dealers, letting them know that there's more than just off-road.
Yeah.
And it's currently it's our number 2 seller, so we sell 200s as our biggest seller, and then the 950, 990 is our next best seller, so it's
the way for the future, 100%.
For sure, yeah. I mean, this country, you can just hear those bikes going fast.
100%.
It's perfect for I think the guys need something to do. You know, the KTM guys have never really had a venue like this, and it was long in coming.
But just tell us a little bit about the logistics involved with this event.
Well, how we start in the mornings, there's 3 routes. There's number 1 and number 2, number 3. 3 being the easiest, 1 being the hardcore. And they go out on these 3 courses. We have lunch out there.
Rally Raid 2 is the most popular amongst the riders, as more than half of the total entries ride this route. It consists of 70% fast hardpack and farm trails, while the other 30% is animal tracks and rocky mountain ascents and descents. Absolutely beautiful countryside to be riding a motorcycle. This hill climb is more like a whoop section on a supercross track. What makes it even tougher is the fact that it's a very severe incline. Riders take any route possible to get to the top, as Grant so expertly shows. Our trip up Nordeer's Neck has its fair share of treachery. The melting snow from the winter months causes water to trickle down from the higher peaks, and moss tends to grow where it's damp. So, we had our work cut out for us. On the ascent, we passed Tiffendale, South Africa's only ski resort. Even at 2,500 meters above sea level, the KTMs don't miss a beat. Sorry Grant, I know that water's freezing cold. riding terrain is diverse with river crossings and muddy ruts. But even with the smallest of mishaps, there is always someone to help. It seems that riders of Orange have an undefined bond of brotherhood. No one gets left behind when you're on a KTM. Unfortunately, the gods don't always play the game, and the second day has turned out to be a true test of willpower. The will to carry on no matter what the conditions. We've even had hail to contend with.
Get back, everybody has a shower or cleans up a little bit, and then we've got a gymkhana section where they race around a barrel twice, and then the guys lose points for the slowest guy. And from there on, they take them on into the footer. It's not a gymkhana, it's a trial section. You lose a point when you're dabbing. If you fall, if you stall, you lose points, 10 points each time. And then we create the winner. And then we've got Joe Sala, the multi-world champion here. And he set out his own course, and he went and made a time, and then everybody had a challenge to beat his time.
The trial section is a spectator-friendly affair, with almost all the entrants coming out to watch. The depth of talent amongst KTM riders is astonishing, not to mention the capabilities of these adventure motorcycles. Yes, and I have fallen a couple of times, and that's just part of the fun of this event. Alfie Cox, an example of man and machine in complete harmony. Ron Bailey, what a character. A special treat is the fact that Sala, Van Niekerk and Cox are in a battle for all to see in the Geo Sala Challenge. 3 of the world's best riders in one place at one time against the clock and the course, competing for bragging rights and honor. Sala proved his multiple world champion pedigree by taking the spoils with the quickest time. Top points, however, go to organizer Red Cherry Adventures.
It was 6 months in the making. I spoke to Butch and the KTM team about 5-6 months ago, saying, guys, let's do something experiential with the brand. Let's sort of get guys involved and create adventure. So the idea of tents and the idea of war travel got together. I met with the local farmers, and we put a most awesome sort of weekend together. I think the guys have been blown away. So how do we improve it on next year? That's really the challenge. And I suppose the trick is whether or not we decide to find a location which has got hotels, which we say no. So it's back to tents. It's back to areas possibly in the Richtersveld. I've got some options in the Wild Coast. I've got some options in the southern Lesotho coming into the Wild Coast as well. So guys, I think, yeah, just watch the press early March next year. It'll be something interesting. We're going to peg it at 250, no more. And yeah, I think it's just been a fantastic experience, and this is definitely the real thing. The group here is very, very different, as you can see from last night in the bar, the burnouts and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I think it's just the whole vibe of the brand, so it's something that we want to continue with and just grow and just actually increase the numbers, however not. We want to peg it at 250 and keep it for select few and still drive it to the dealers. I think that's really the concept, and get dealer ownership.
And the one great thing I'm happy with is that we've only had one bike
that's broken, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
so all the bikes that have ridden in are going to ride out, basically. Yeah, exactly.
One guy with electrical, and we didn't have a laptop here too.
Yeah.
And the fact of the guys having to drive here to the venue, no pillion passengers for me was a big, big call. We debated enormously. I think it's worked. The guys were really stoked.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's no ways you could take a pillion on these routes. Okay, so it's just man and his machine, and hopefully we'll get a few girls next year joining us.